Hey everybody, this video brings me and Chris out to Richland, New Jersey, and the reason why we are here, of course, is to check out the Shoreline Antiques and more. Last time you saw us here, you didn't see us, you saw him here. You were here for the toy show.
Right, there was the Farpoint/Shoreline Antique and Toy Show.
It was the video where Chris took over Cinema Sickness for the day, and he came out here and filmed all kinds of cool stuff. Did his own little thrifting video for second year in a row of him filming a video for this channel. That was pretty fun. We'll have to do some more of that. But now we're actually out here to go inside and check out the entire store to see what's in there. No vendors outside today, no toy show going on, but massive. I mean, they call it antique some more. Let's face it, it's mostly just toys. And more toys and more toys. It's awesome in here. So, all right, let's go in and see what we can find. Maybe some Figment, Spice Girl. I don't know. It'll probably just be a whole bunch of Muppets. So Chris is excited because he said this whole area up here in front is all new stuff, and you're finding, what is this, Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom on Ice. That's pretty awesome.
And I love the pirouette that Goofy is doing.
I do like that. I'm not seeing any Figment though, so I'm thinking gonna end up having to pass on that. So all right, lots of the new stuff here.
Okay, forget the tambourine.
What are we looking at?
We have Horton from the
Wobulous World. Oh, nice. Oh, another one.
Here's another plush of him too.
That's some Jim Henson right there. You don't have those, do you?
No.
You picking those up? What are they asking
Maybe.
Oh,
we will find out.
That's $6 and that's $10. Maybe get a deal going on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You know what I hear? Horton here's a deal.
What I hear is we've been here for like all of 4 seconds and already you found the Muppets. Of course. Well, for a brief second, my heart almost stopped as well because I thought I just found something pretty awesome. I'm seeing this tiger here, and then underneath it, what is that? Vintage Walt Disney World Epcot Center pennant. Now, this is amazing, but unfortunately, there's not one single purple dragon on here whatsoever. It's got Spaceship Earth, which is pretty amazing. This is actually a really, really awesome pennant, and I kind of want to get it and just hang it up in the library somewhere, but...
Hashtag Disney fail.
It's not a Figment pennant. I mean, I want it. But do I really need it?
There's even a hidden Kermit.
Oh.
So you've heard of hidden Mickeys.
More Muppets.
Hidden Kermits.
I just want some more Figment. I gotta be honest though, as nice as it would be to find some Figment, I'm just mostly happy to be out of the heat. As you guys saw in the previous video, we were doing some yard sailing, and it's about like 95 degrees out there with 100% humidity.
It's swampy.
It's brutal. It's nice in here. They got AC going on. Honestly, as long as I just get the cool off, I'll consider it a win. Oh yeah, these are pretty awesome. They're WWF, vintage WWF party hats. I'm seeing the Ultimate Warrior there. I'm seeing Jake the Snake. I don't know who else there is. That is awesome though. Just those two, just the Ultimate Warrior and Jake the Snake. I mean, I'm all right with that. Although to be honest, if one of those was Honky Tonk Man, I'd have to buy them. I think the last time we were inside this store, I also showed all this stuff off, but there's tons of Disney Parks merchandise down here. All kinds of like spoons and forks. There's like an ashtray there. All kinds of neat vintage Mickey and Disney and whatnot. But again, there's just no purple dragons, no Figment. I know. Story of my life. Well, see, I would say story of my life, but we literally just like 4 hours ago found Figment. So Figment's out there.
It's a purple Teletubby though.
So Figment's out there. Figment exists. It's just it's rare. It's obscure. It's hard to find. I'm loving all the mid-century vintage stuff inside this little stand here. Lots of cool things I would love to decorate my house with. Look at this awesome Coca-Cola like stained glass thing. That is really, really awesome. I'd love to know what the date. Oh no, that's not a. Oh, I thought it was a stained glass like window thing. No, that is a like a pot holder type thing. That is really awesome. Or what do you call this? A hot plate, right? Where you stick this on your table and put something hot on top of this. That is really, really awesome. That is extremely tempting to grab for. What's that? $15? That is really, really cool. As somebody who drinks way too much soda, I'm kind of definitely 100% digging that. My grandmother used to have a ton of these mushrooms in her house. And what is this with this pig? I don't know, but that's really awesome as well. I just want all this vintage stuff. Should I just do like a mid-century house? I'm thinking so. I could get some America on Parade, Disney, and oh, what's this? What? Oh, I thought it was like a towel set for a kitchen. But no, this is a Bubble Buddies Donald set. So that's like a rag you put on your hand and wash yourself with, and then that's the towel with Mickey on it too. A cowboy Mickey? Okay. That's awesome. Chris is over here freaking out over something, and I'm thinking, oh, it's definitely got to be the Sesame Street thermos, right? And he's like, no, it's not that. So I'm thinking, okay, it's the really cool talking alarm Batman and Robin clock back there, which is also pretty amazing. But no, it's not that. It's up. Look at this. It's the Batman helicopter. That's awesome. Also from the 1960s show. So that's really cool. And so is that. That's pretty amazing.
I like the artwork. Batman is hanging off of the Bat helicopter by a rope and punching the Joker off of the ladder. That's
what I want to know is, why is Johnny Quest flying the copter, though? Oh, I know I've been inside this stand before. This is the Halloween and Christmas stand, and yeah, I pretty much want every single thing inside here. I mean, I want the Halloween stuff, definitely. I really want to get one of these Halloween trees. They actually have these new at places like Cracker Barrel, and they're not that expensive. I'm kind of tempted to buy one of these because they are really, really awesome. Of course, I want the vintage Christmas ones as well, and I honestly just want all the vintage Christmas stuff. I don't know, still rattling around in my head is the idea of taking the library and just decorating it in year-round Christmas. It's still a thought. I don't know. It's a thought, but I know it's an expensive thought, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, well.
I mean, Muhammad Ali's going to be a part of your Christmas decorations, right? I mean,
fly like a butterfly, sting like a decorated
bee.
Christmas
bee.
Library.
Christmas bee.
Sure. So Chris keeps telling me that if I don't stop making fun of him for all his horrible, horrible dad jokes, he's going to beat me up. What are you going to do, Chris? Knock my block off? Oh. Wow, now this is nostalgic throwback for me. Did you ever have one of these?
No.
I had one of these back in the day. I remember bugging my parents for one of these. It's the TMNT Subterranean Sewer Hockey Mint in box. That is pretty awesome. I remember begging my parents for Christmas for one of these one year, and they finally got it for me. And I played with it for all of like 5 minutes. It doesn't really work very well. It's not air hockey. It's just you're flinging this pizza puck around, and
it's not fucking great. Huh?
It doesn't work very pucking well at all. It's not that great of a game, but it was still a lot of fun. But in just saying subterranean sewer hockey reminds me of the old commercials for this. So it's pretty cool. It's very vintage. It's neat. I would honestly love to get one of these back someday, but I would never play it. But who's on this? They got the Rat King and Rocksteady and Bebop. There's Shredder, Foot Soldier, Leatherhead, Casey Jones, the Turtles, and was that Genghis Frog? Maybe I forget his name.
That's an action figure I definitely had, but it looks.
I had this kid as an action figure, the kid with the helmet. That was me.
He's hard to get.
I'm going to call it right now. Probably a reaction figure, an exclusive like Comic-Con reaction figure.
Oh, the helmet
coming soon.
The helmet will be sold separately. You have to complete the whole collection.
Of course.
The helmet version is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Just him alone will be at Target everywhere. But you want the real deal?
That's what I love about Chris. I make a teeny tiny little joke, and he expands it out to like 15 minutes.
But they're going to do it. You know they are. It's true.
If you're still watching, thank you. Well, I'm always saying, ask and you shall receive. And right up front here is a Honky Tonk Man action figure. What are they asking on this? $15. Not terrible, honestly. If this was complete with guitar for $15, I might pick it up. Did he come with anything else? I feel like it came with like a championship belt too. If he did, leave comments down below. Let me know what all he came with. What were all of the Honky Tonk Man's accessories? Definitely, though, it had to be the guitar. So that is pretty amazing. That is cool. I kind of want that. I hear the guy in real life is like a complete jerk, but man, he was one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day. I miss old school WWF. The sheer amount of amazing toys in this place just boggles my mind. And again, this is why I just don't collect toys. I can't do it. I'm loving everything. Look at the couch potato, the Goosebumps wall decor. There's all kinds of Power Rangers stuff here. I mean, just even the Barbie's pretty amazing. There's Mickey Mouse and there's Pound Puppies. I'm seeing so much cool, amazing stuff. Cabbage Patch Kids. Look at the tails from the Crypt Keeper there. Yep, I pretty much want all this. Oh, the California Raisins. I was such a big Raisins fan back in the day. They have Alf trading cards. Do you remember Alf, Bart? Remember Alf? He's back in trading card form. I want all this stuff, but I'm not going to collect it. So Chris is saying I should pick up this ceramic tree here for only $35. I think the reason why it is only $35 is because it's missing most of its lights. It does have one little light on it still, but all the rest are actually missing.
You can get those on like Amazon for like a couple of bucks.
Here's what I want to know.
$10.
When I was a kid, what we would do, because we had one of these ceramic trees. In fact, I still think I'm fairly certain if I were to really dig around the attic, I probably have a ceramic tree up there somewhere, because I don't remember throwing that thing out. But what we used to do is we used to lose those little figures or the little lights all the time. They would fall off. They would get lost. You never know where they ended up. So what we would do is we take our light bright pegs and put our light bright pegs in there. Show of hands.
Hashtag life hack.
Show of hands. Who else did that? I know I cannot be the only one who used light bright pegs to make up for the ones that were missing back in the day.
Did it spell things out?
Yes, it spelled red rum all the time. I never could figure out why. It is honestly nostalgia overload coming into one of these places. Look at the Bigfoot truck here. I don't know about you guys, but man, Bigfoot back in like the late 80s was my jam. I had so many Bigfoot toys. I had the old Bigfoot car that had like that, had like a say your Bigfoot. It had like a key on the back of it and used to kind of go by itself and had these controls. It was awesome. It was this really cool Bigfoot back in the day. I used to have the Bigfoot Power Wheels back in the day. I had a Bigfoot button I used to wear on my jacket all the time. I was super crazy into Bigfoot. Would you stop with your big feet?
I just bought the big feet at like CEDS and like Stride Right. That's where my 80s big feet fetish came from.
I see you're holding something there and I was going to show it off, but I don't know if I'm going to anymore.
This Hunker Ducker. It's the Hunker Ducky Dinger Jamboree. That's for this hunker. But it's a nice little hunker bean bag.
You gotta pick it up.
I'm picking this up.
Something else I'm sure I pointed out before last time we were in this store is all these CEDs down here. Look at this, the Green Beret. Oh, my Buddy Hackett, that's pretty awesome. Run, yeah, there's a lot. Oh, Robin Hood, there's a lot of good stuff in here. But again, I'm just not really into collecting for CEDs anymore, unless it's a title I don't have on any other format. But I think I want to say anything in here I'd have any interest in having in my collection, I already have within my collection. There's Raiders of the Lost Ark, 10 Commandments, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, definitely some cool things in here. But again, I just don't really do CEDs that much anymore, but I know what Chris does. Chris does Muppet movie soundtracks on vinyl. That's what Chris does. You know what? Snooze, Chris. You lose, Chris. I'm buying this. Chris is all trying to be like, what? Oh, I didn't hear you calling me. You didn't hear me screaming your name over there about Muppets? If you can't hear me saying Muppets, if when I say Muppets, the radar doesn't immediately go off, are you really a true Muppet fan?
I was actually looking at other Muppet
You
stuff
could be
over
17 miles away and say Figment or Spice Girls, and I'd be like, what? Did somebody say Figment? Somebody say Spice Girls?
I was in mid-Muppet mindset. I was in the mid-Muppet mode. So,
there's your Muppet vinyl soundtrack. Ooh. I know you already have it.
I do already have it, but this is really cool. The inside of this is really neat. Gatefold.
That's neat. All right.
So someone traced Fozzie. You can see Fozzie.
Yeah, why did they trace Fozzie?
Someone traced it.
Interesting. That's the rare tracing variation. You're passing on that, aren't you?
Embossed.
Seriously, how did you not hear me say Muppets? You're not a true Muppet collector. I was gonna say I'm so happy they don't make these anymore, but they actually are coming back out with more of these Vinylmations, and I want to say I was happy they don't make them anymore because I honestly was really, really tempted to start collecting these. As a big Disney fan, I honestly love Vinylmations. I mean, yeah, they've made some really weird and bizarre ones, like whatever that one is. I don't really know about that.
Submarine.
But what is it? Oh, it is the sub. Oh, okay, so I guess it's from the little what's it called? The Finding Nemo submarine voyage.
Or 20,000 Leagues. The trick is you can look underneath here, and this one says Lifeboat Disney Cruise Line.
Oh, it's a Disney Cruise Line lifeboat. That's again weird Vinylmations they've made over the years, but they made some really awesome ones. Look at the Jiminy Cricket. Some of these are really, really cool. Of course,
Dodger from Oliver & Company.
That's awesome. So I'm digging through here, of course, looking for some Figment because I actually have most of the Figments. I think I'm missing maybe 1 or 2 Figment Vinylmations, some older ones. Sadly, I don't see them, but I'm really tempted to just start collecting these. I mean, Chicken Little.
Worst Disney movie ever made.
But they sing Wannabe. They sing the Spice Girl. It is what it is. What are you showing off there?
John Henry. That's a great one. They had a variant of him too with his shirt off, and it came with a
ooh la la
with the mallet, man.
Anyway, Vinylmations are awesome. I can't get into collecting those though.
Bring them back, Disney.
They kind of are, right? Kind of.
Bring them back for real.
Bring them back in full quantity.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
So what's Chris digging at over here? Lots of puzzles. Oh, like frame tray puzzles?
Nice. Tray puzzles. Here we have a Grover.
Okay.
And a balloon. There's a weird Cookie Monster thing going on.
So lots of Sesame Street over here?
Bert.
That's a very angry looking. I mean, I know Bert's usually pretty angry, but that is a very grumpy looking Bert. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
he's giving Oscar the Grouch a run for his money on that.
Giving you the business is what he's giving.
Somebody stole his pigeons. Is probably what happened.
So the Cookie Monster, and then this over here. We have Ernie with a drum and another one of these Cookie Monster ones.
Are you grabbing those?
I'm gonna grab one of these. I might even grab this.
Do you have the other ones?
I have the other ones. This one I don't believe I have, so I might grab this other Cookie Monster one as well.
Nice.
It might be seeing its way into my collection.
And with that, I'm gonna go this way. All right, so now we're gonna enter into our buddy Brian's stand from Big Dog's Toy Chest. And yeah, there's a lot of awesome stuff in here. I'm always impressed by the stuff that Big Dog has. Look at this Cowabunga, what is it? Cowabunga Carl card. That's awesome, from the TMNT line. That's really neat. There's some Bucky O'Hare here. He's got all kinds of awesome, amazing stuff. Muppet Treasure Island with thermos inside there. I'm guessing you probably have 17 of those, so you don't really need another one.
I think I have that with the tag.
Do you have this? It's a Fuzzy Pumper.
Fuzzy Pumper.
Who hashtag down below if you remember. That's your nickname. Fuzzy Pumper.
It's been opened. This Fuzzy Pumper has been pumped.
But I think you need some more Fuzzy Pumpers. Fuzzy Pumper Chris, get it. There's actually a lot of Muppet stuff in here, like this amazing Miss Piggy Colorform set, which Chris is saying, of course, he already has, because heaven forbid we find Muppet stuff that Chris doesn't already own, but that's pretty amazing. Yes, so much cool stuff in here. Look at all the different...
doll up here, too.
There's... Oh, do you have that?
I do.
Of course you do. Why would you not have that mint in package? I mean, there's Power Rangers here. There's all kinds of weird beasts and creatures and dinosaurs, and there's Disney stuff and Ghostbusters and all. Just, I mean, you name it, Big Dog pretty much has it. I mean, with the exception of Figment and... See, I can't say with the exception of Figment and Spice Girls, because he's actually found both Figment and Spice Girls stuff for me in the past. So no, Big Dog's Toy Chest sometimes does have Big Bird. Figment and Spice...
It's got Big Bird too.
You got
Big Bird on the brain, my friend.
There's no AC back here. The heat is starting to get to me once again. I need a soda. All right, well, while Crystal continues to look around, I think I'm just going to stand right here in front of the AC for the rest of the week. I don't know. I don't want to leave this spot right now. It feels really good right here. It is brutally hot outside. It was really warm back at Big Dog Stand. Yeah, I'm just staying here. I gotta say, when it comes to nostalgia, I think definitely for me, it has to be TMNT is one of the most things I am nostalgic for, because I had everything at TMNT back in the day. I, of course, had all the different figures, maybe with the exception of the moose here. What was his name? I don't remember. I did not have him, unfortunately, but I had most of the vehicles, most of the play sets. I had just like anything and everything TMNT. If it was Turtles, it was for me. So that is really cool to see, and I kind of want to get all these back in a collection. I mean, there's Slash there. That'd be so cool to have a Turtles collection, right? No, it would not be cool because it would be expensive, and I can't do it. Thankfully, another toy that I'm very nostalgic for, which is the Mask Hurricane car here, which I had when I was a little kid. I don't have to worry about, because one of you guys actually found one of these for me. I do have one of these in my collection. However, mine is not 100% complete, doesn't come with its figure, so getting one of these complete would be pretty awesome and very, very tempting, though I would have to find it for a very, very cheap price. That is so cool, though. I know I told this story before. I have no idea where my Mask Hurricane vehicle came from. I just had it one day, and man, I used to play with that thing all the time, and I kind of want a complete one again now. No toys, Dave, no toys. There's another Mask Hurricane down here, not complete in its box. I'm going to assume probably without its action figure either, but that one looks to be a little bit more complete than the one I actually have, so that's also really tempting, but it's also really, really expensive. The Mask vehicles are just crazy, crazy expensive, so as much as I want a complete one, I'll just stick with my incomplete one. I have no idea why they made a Conway Twitty model airplane, and I don't want to know why. I don't care why. This is something I would totally pick up. What are they asking on this? Only $25 for a Conway Twitty model airplane. That is pretty fantastic. And again, that's why I don't collect toys. I don't need a Conway Twitty model airplane, but man, do I want a Conway Twitty model airplane? Yeah, I do. Chris may have actually found some TMNT I didn't have as a kid, but then again, maybe I did. This is the TMNT 20-foot hose-powered water slide, aka a slip and slide. Man, I used to have slip and slides back in the day. I remember they didn't really last very long. You had them for like a week, and then they get holes ripped in them. So I don't know. Honestly, as much as I want to say I didn't have one of those, I would say there's maybe like a 50% chance that I probably did have one of those, because we used to go through those so frequently. So I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe I had that. That's pretty awesome. I don't care. I mean, whether I had it or not, I want it. I will not start collecting turtles. I will not start collecting turtles.
Sewer-tastic.
No. All right, guys, so we are just about done here, but I have to come back up front for one thing because they said they would give this to me for only $5. That seems like a pretty good deal for this. Yeah, the Walt Disney World Epcot Center Pennant. I have to pick this up. I know there's no purple dragon on here. There is no Figment on here anywhere, but you know what? Come on, hanging from the ceiling in the library, it's gonna look pretty awesome. I don't know where I'm gonna hang this. I don't know how I'm gonna hang it, but I'm gonna hang it. I have to pick this up. That's too cool. And no, this is not the beginning of a vintage Walt Disney World collection. I hope. And with that, I think we are done here at Shoreline Antiques. This place is amazing. I could literally walk around here for like hours and hours and hours showing you guys everything this place has to offer because they have a ton to offer. But hey, next time we come here, I'll just show you all the new stuff. That's how it works. You don't show off everything, so next time you come, you have something else to show you.
That's right.
Anyway, with that, we are done. So I'm happy. I got my Epcot. You got all kinds of stuff. It was a good $5 for this. That was a fantastic deal. But again, we are done. So as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Stick, the store. It came from Cinema Stick This. Also check down below for my second channel, What's with Day Today, for fun daily adventures, and check down below for a link to
Muppet stuff.
I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.